In today's episode, we are going to explore Scrafty and the fighting deck. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. And before we even get into today's episode, tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. my time, Pokemon Direct. They are going to be streaming. I will be streaming on Twitch my live reaction to their live announcement for Pokemon Direct. Hopefully we're going to see some Gen 8. So if you guys want to join me, go into the link in the description below. Go to my Twitch channel, click on the follow button. That way you guys know when I go live. And like I said, we are going to react to hopefully Gen 8. I can only imagine what that means for Pokemon Duel. Probably nothing because, like I said, we're that stepchild that nobody likes. But I'm really hyped to see Gen 8, hopefully Gen 8 announcement. So with all that said, let's jump into today's episode. Like I said, we are going to be exploring Scrafty and a fighting deck, and I think this fighting deck is pretty good. The tournament is coming up. I believe the tournament starts. We did get information on it. It's like 2 days, right? And then the finals is like a certain period, like a couple hours or so. The preliminary registration, starts on the 20th. Actually, maintenance is going to be tomorrow. Oh, damn. So we're not going to be able to stream Pokemon Duel tomorrow. I guess we're going to have to stream Apex. But the tournament actually starts on March 1st and goes until March 3rd. So it's 2 days. And then, like I said, the finals looks like it's going to be approximately 4 hours. So we have a new event. I want to rock new decks. Like, I don't really want to go to a go-to deck, to try and get the 50 wins or play 50 matches, which we, in the team match event, we played 50 total matches within 3 days. 50 is doable within 2 days. But like I said, I want to use different figures that I'm not normally used to running. Like, I mean, yes, I want to win, but I also don't want to just use like a go-to deck. So because it's a new event, new decks. So here's the thing. For the first day, we're going to be rocking this fighting deck. Let's actually go in and talk about Scrafty and talk about the fighting deck that I have created here. And then the second day, I actually want to rock a sleep deck. So we need to... Damn, I wanted to stream tomorrow a sleep deck, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. So let's look at Scrafty. Scrafty has the Dragon Dance. I don't know if the Scrafty normally gets Dragon Dance, but Dragon Dance and the Fake Out. The Fake Out alone is 37. So I ask you guys this all the time. What is the math here? Quick math for Rico. With the Dragon Dance, what are my odds of hitting Fake Out? I think it's roughly 44%. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I also chained this thing to level 10, the high jump kick. This thing can wall. It directly walls Ray and Mega Ray and kind of like Absol if Absol hits the D dance or Swords Dance, I'm sorry, and definitely the Mega Absol. So let's take a look at its ability, the Rubbery Repulsion. Yeah. If the battle opponent of this Pokemon spins an attack of 130 or more damage, this Pokemon is not knocked out. Instead, while the battle opponent is on the field, that Pokemon deals negative 10 damage. Now, I didn't know if this stacked, so I wanted to test it out. Originally, I was actually running the Scrafty, the Scraggy, and the Scrafty. I was running two of them in a dark deck, and then for a while, Santi was like, yo, why do you not have a Mighty Sphere, and why are you just not running a fighting deck? And I'm like, yo, that's actually a good idea. So here's the fighting deck that we created, and we also brought in Vibrava. Like, Vibrava, when the Z moves came out, I tweeted this, and I was like, Vibrava is now relevant. Vibrava can not only be defensive, it can also be offensive. Because of its ability and the air balloon, this thing is just a problem. The Z moves are phenomenal. The ground one, the Tectonic Rage, it's a 4-star purple, knocks out the battle opponent, which is really good. It's really a lot of purple, so it can survive a lot. And then the Vibrating Sound is just such a clutch ability. Basically, if you move by it, you cannot attack. Your turn ends. So this is the fighting deck that we are currently running. I have 3 matches that I want to show you. It's not exactly this fighting deck. Like I said, I was actually running double Scrafties instead of the Combuskin. And like, I know Combuskin is definitely better, but I just wanted to rock the Scrafty. So like I said, we have 3 matches to show you. first we have boosters. Let's open up these boosters. And hopefully we pull an EX. I think Oak pulled like so many EXs, but that's because he had the 3-day or the 3-hour pass. But I want to try and get an EX. We don't have an EX, and it would be nice if I pulled, you know, like the Mega Altaria rip. What else did I pass up on? I forgot. Mega Altaria. I don't. There's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, Mega Gardevoir. God, I could have got the Resolute, dude. Those memes are forever gonna live on. That's a rare. Oh, Lycanroc. I do like the Lycanroc, but I mean, it's for 100 damage. I don't know. But the Z move hits for 200. It's not that bad because it's dark too. It halves their Z gauge, so I don't know. But like I said, we have 3 matches to jump into. Hey, am I almost top 100 in monthly? Go back. Does it switch, or do I gotta switch it? Let's see. Do I switch it? Look at that! I'm almost top 100. Let's go. All right. Actually, the team match event or the tournament doesn't start until the 1st, so we actually have 5 days. So even though we can't stream tomorrow, after maintenance, we can definitely stream the sleep deck. So if you guys have any ideas for me in the sleep deck, save it for Thursday stream. All right, let's jump into the matches. All right, this first match is going to show off the Vibrava. Okay, let me preface this right away. See, look, I'm running the double Scrafty. I just want to preface this. Every time I'm playing new decks, there's a lot of misplays, right? There's a lot of misplays on my end. We'll cover those. There's a lot of misplays from both sides. So we're going up against NPC. They have a pretty just meta-ish figures, anti-meta deck with the Absol into the Mega Absol. And like I said, this match actually features the Vibrava. So let's see. I'm going to, see this play right here. This is okay. I play according to my opponent's rating, and I need to stop doing that. Like, I just need to play to win every time. I mean, of course I want to win every time, but like I said, when I see my opponent's rating, if I think it's like lower, I'm like, I kind of just want to end the game, but I really need to practice, because if it was like a higher rated person, I would not bring the Marshadow there. The only reason why I brought the Marshadow there is because I was like, okay, sometimes these low rating 3K players, they'll put the Fracture here, we'll get the Fracture out of the way, or sometimes they'll attack with the Fracture and hit their purple and my gold, and that's GG boys right away. So I'm like, I'm gonna bait him, let's just see what he does. And when I did that, he actually responded pretty well. It brings the Absol there, and I was like, oh, we have to block this off because it's going to Mega, and I don't like. I actually should have put the Scrafty. That was a mistake. Should have put the Scrafty there because, like I said, Scrafty walls the Mega Absol and kind of the Absol. So that was a misplay right there. I should not have put Vibrava right there. So already, like I said, the opening is it's really bad. Okay. So we're going to move to the center because I don't want this thing to take my entry point, and now we're going to have to use our Lucario as a goalie. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb because Lunala was on the board. So what I do here is like, I'm like, all right, we're gonna DC, we're gonna X speed here or try to get the fake out here, and he pulls the switch. I totally neglected the fact that he had Zoro, and this is a losing roll. Like the reason why I took this is because I wanted this thing to be closer to the goal. Like I lost anyway. So already I'm playing bad. My opponent's gonna X speed here now. They're gonna go after my Vibrava or my Virizion. Virizion basically stands no chance against Lunala, and I'm just gonna hit the miss just to add salt to the wound. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Mega Lucario. Do I attack the Marshadow? I think I attack Marshadow. Yeah, attack Marshadow, and it's a good matchup against the Lunala. We do get the KO on Marshadow. I'm already down 2 mons right away. So I'm going to bring my Marshadow back just to see what my opponent does, and he makes a mistake here. Unfortunately for me, I do not have on the Mighty Sphere. So you are not on my PC, and my opponent is going to DC here, and he's going to attack into my Scrafty, and fortunately, because he does above 130, I don't get KO'd. And we can look at this Mon. And Why is he not negative 10? He should be negative 10. Why is you not negative 10? Hello? Okay, that was misinformation. Now I understand why. When I survived that roll against the Absol, I thought that it was because of my ability, even though they hit gold into my purple. That's why I thought that Scrafty would wall Absol and Mega Ray and Ray. But I don't think that's the case. The reason why I survived was because Mega Lucario was on the board. So, yeah, I don't think the Scrafty walls those figures. Can somebody tell me why he's not negative 10? He should have been negative 10. Hold on. Above 130, this Pokemon is not knocked out. Instead, while the battle opponent is on the field, that Pokemon does negative 10 damage. Why does this thing not have negative 10? You should definitely have negative 10 right there. That's interesting. Please let me know in the comments below why he's not negative 10. But anyway, my entry points are sealed. We're going to Tectonic Rage here. We're going to get rid of this Lunala. How good Vibrava is. And like I said, you can actually be offensive with it. We are not going to pull the evolution here. Opponent is going to max revive and bring on their Orca, the PK, Primal Kyogre, and KOs my poor Marshadow. And I think I used my max revive, did I? Long throw. What am I going to long throw here? Boom. Okay, I remember. I'm trying to rush the goal here and then just pull the fake out cheese. Great play here. So I'm like, all right, so what I have to do is we have to go for the fake out now. You don't have a goal block, and we get the fake out. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. He's going to attack again. If we get the fake out again, then I'm going to balloon. But he has a balloon of his own. And I'm like, all right, 44% to hit the fake out. Let's go, GG, boys. Damn, bro. The one chain. And I was like, now we're really in trouble. Like, what are we doing here? And I'm also making a huge misplay by having this thing near the goal. And here I make that was a misplay too. That was a misplay. I didn't know what to do there. I was like thinking, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to waste a plate here. And that's what we do. Fortunately, my opponent does not hit a good roll here. And I was like, okay, now I know what we're going to do. My opponent does not have a max revive. We still have the balloon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to balloon this Vibrava, which is kind of my only win condition. However, my opponent needs to be aware. Like, whenever I play Goomies against themselves. I set up a surround on them because the fake out doesn't give you the option. The fake out, you have to take the option. You have to take the switch. So when I balloon this Vibrava, my opponent really needs to do is attack with either Zoro or Primal Kyogre, depending on where I go. And they would pull the fake out. They would be right next to my Lucario, and then they'd be threatening game with the Marshadow, and I don't have a goal block or another long throw. So I'm going to air balloon here, and my opponent is going to, I don't know why. Oh, just for the for sure damage. That's why he did the Z move. But like I said, Vibrava's good at surviving. We do hit the Supersonic. This thing is now confused. And now we're going to move forward because our Z gauge is almost up. So we have to kind of wait for our Z gauge. And my opponent is making mistakes by chasing me. Like, what are you doing here? I don't know why you're chasing me with the Primal Kyogre. My Z gauge is up, and now we can Tectonic Rage. When all my opponent really needed to do was attack with Zoro and hope for the fake out. But it's pretty much GG boys. Like I said, we great at surviving. We're not going to take the evolution because we don't want to get the fly away if he attacks me. And that is GG boys. Like Vibrava, I was like, okay. I like Vibrava. My opponent just made a lot of misplay. I mean, I did too, but that was a really sloppy game. I'm sorry for that. Let's jump into the second game. All right, this match, I don't remember this match actually, but we are going to be featuring the Scrafty now. Oh, okay, I remember this match. So I go first. I'm going to just play the Mighty Spirit right away. There isn't anything that can really rush me besides the Marshadow, and I do have the Vibrava. So we're going to be defensive here because I think he had the balloon. That's why I didn't bring up my Vibrava. I just didn't want him to balloon. So Vibrava is going to be our goalie this time, and I see this thing coming. I want to threaten game right away, so we're going to take the entry point. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to long throw my Scrafty. because I don't want this thing coming up and blue holing my Lucario. So he's going to Mega here, and he's going to go straight after my Scrafty, which is kind of, I mean, the blue hole is really damn good, or great odds, but he hits the Moonblast into my high jump kick, and because of my ability, I do not get KO'd, and now this thing only has plus 10 damage, where it would actually have plus 20 because of the Mega Evolution. And yes, I make a misplay here. I miss a surround, but my opponent is going to attack me again, and again gets the attack. And now my chat is yelling at me, and I'm yelling at myself because I know I missed a surround the prior turn, so we're not going to miss it this turn. But look at him. Look at that. It does stack. He has no plus damage now. I mean, I haven't had many games where like it stacked a lot. Like I've played, I think, about 2 games where it stacked only twice. But I mean, it nerfs damage, so that's pretty nice. So I am rocking the Mighty Sphere, and it's on, so we're going to surround this. Get out of here, Gardevoir. Welcome to my PC. And then we're just going to take the entry point. I don't want Nala coming on this side. And we're going to advance up here. We're going to threaten the game. They are going to cover up. That is fine. So now we are going to DC because we have the Mighty Sphere, and we're going to try to... what is your purple card? I forgot. Typhoon Slash the Lucario, but we hit a winning roll, and Pokefodder's rule, don't re-roll a winning roll. So I was like, all right, we're not going to do that. Make a misplay here. My opponent definitely should have attacked right here, and he could have gotten the blue or the teleport and been right here, and that would have been really bad, but he doesn't do that, so we're going to try and get rid of this Marshadow, and Marshadow hits the dodge. And now my opponent pulls the air balloon, and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of bad. Now we actually have to pull the air balloon ourselves just to protect our goal. And I definitely should have attacked here, but I did not attack here. I don't know why, but we're going to attack this Marshadow again, even though our Z gauge is up. We don't necessarily need to use it. We want to save it for later. But he's going to Mega Lucario here, and he's going to go after... I thought he was going to go after my Virizion, but for some reason goes after Scrafty. I'm like, Scrafty, get it. D-Dance. Let's go. We get the fake out, and now we get to surround this Lucario, and now we have 2 of Ultra Bees Mons in our PC. I don't understand this play. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't know what Vibrava can do, but because you did that, we are definitely going to Z-move. And dude, this animation looks so cool. The Steel Z-move looks so awesome, and you get to move 2 spaces after. So I was like, we're definitely going to do that. That way we don't leave position on the board. Opponent's going to attack here. We do get the fake out, and this allows us to take the entry point. We're going to take the entry point with the Scrafty, because if we took it with the Virizion, the Lunala has a good matchup against it. And I was actually trying to bait my opponent to bait him into attacking my Virizion, and then we can move up with the Lucario, which is not Mega yet, right? Yeah, it's not Mega. But they make a great play, and they're going to Z-move and get rid of my Marshadow, but this allows me to Z-move because I am confused, and we're going to take the entry point, and I'm not going to attack. If I do attack, that gives him a free opportunity to bring on his Gardevoir. I understand he is rocking the long throw. That's why I max revive. But like I said prior, if I attack there and I got out damaged by the Primal Kyogre, then they wouldn't have to waste the long throw. So now they get to waste the long throw, and like I said, we move it here just to see where he wants to long throw. He could have long throwed here, which I think he definitely should have done, because I couldn't have surrounded him the following turn, and then he could have... no, you already made it. Never mind. But he long throws on this side for some reason and jams to this side. So we're actually going to go over here to threaten the surround, which is actually good. It makes him back off. Well, actually, I can't surround him. What am I doing? That was a bad play on my end, and a bad play on my opponent's end for moving, because that allows me to attack into this Primal Kyogre on my last turn. We do get the Aura Sphere, and we are going to get rid of the Lunala, and then that is going to be GG boys, because even if he does take out my Lucario, we're going to go for the fake out. All right, and I promise this last match we do get to see some fake out cheese. All right, this last match, like I said, new decks, it's expected to lose and to make terrible plays. So we're playing against Starboy, and we're going to Mighty Sphere right away. They're going to be defensive with Zoro. I'm like, okay, we're going to rush the entry point. We're going to force you to put the Fracture over here, but he puts it there. Not bad. But because of that, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Now I just hope you... I wanted him to bring up the Haxorus, but he's not. Or the Fracture. So I'm already in a terrible predicament. Like, I opened up absolutely terrible. Whenever I see Fractures in Marshall, this is what I need to do. I need to respect my opponents. And like I said, I need to stop playing to their rating. Because if I think it's a low 3K, I can't just play dumb. So anytime I see Fractures, I need to play like I'm actually playing a high-rated player. Like I said, just respect the player. No reason to bring Marshadow over here because the opponents, if they're smart, they're going to bring them somewhere in the center. And like I said, just respect your opponent. So my opponent, no, I'm going to DC. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. I don't like the way I'm playing, right? And I should have respected my opponent, but I'm like, you know what? We're actually gonna go after this Fracture because what I want to do is I want to get right here and then I want to pull the switch with the Scrafty. I want to threaten game, and we actually don't have that bad of odds going against the Fracture because if worst comes to worst, we can hit the dodge, we survive, and then we can pull the switch. So they're actually gonna cover up with the Zoro, and I'm like, all right, this is perfect. We're gonna pull the switch, and they're probably gonna put the Fracture right here, but it gives me more breathing room. For some reason, they don't bring the Fracture there, and I'm like, all right, we're just going to go for it. And we get it. Let's go. GG, boys. That's what Scrafty does. So I actually like Scrafty. I like Scrafty a lot. Like I said, 44% chance to hit the fake out. I think that's what it is. And it could even D-dance into the high jump kick, which is 90, which will hit for 140. So, and it works well with the Mighty Sphere. It works well with the fighting deck. So that's the fighting deck I will be using probably day 1 of the tournament. And then day 2, I really want to use a sleep deck. So if you guys have any suggestions for a sleep deck, put them in the comments below. And then tune into my stream Thursday, because tomorrow we're just going to stream my reaction to Pokemon Direct. Then I got to go to work. And then Thursday we'll be playing more Pokemon Duel. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Okay. But we're going to cut the video there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.